Over the course of months since I started this account, I've been doing movie reviews in each decade, but then I realized I haven't done a 90s movie, so why not do 90s movies? After all, I am a 90s kid. I decided to make a new playlist on 90s movies, and no worries, the movies will be to the other playlists just in case. The 90s movie will contain kids movies, meaning that no teen movies or adult movies will be on there. And I know people online have done these 90s kids movies video, but I want to make them as part of a series. So far that I will pick any 90s kids movies, famous or not famous, and talk about them in a review. I don't know how far this will go or if this will catch on, but if it does, then let's give it a shot. Let's start with a movie that turned 25 this year, and that is Matilda. Based off the book by Roald Dahl, the same author did Charlie and the Chocolate Factory, along with many other books. Matilda published in 1988 and is one of the more popular doll books. Then by 1996, an adaptation of the movie was made. Danny DeVito took on the role for producer, director, and actor. So let's start with the story. The Wormwoods have a daughter named Matilda. Though her parents are neglected, Matilda likes to read books and is ready to get into school to learn. When her parents refuse to enroll her into school, she retaliates against them. One night, her father rips up the book and forces her to watch television instead. Matilda becomes increasingly enraged until the television explodes. Harry's car dealership customer is a principal at the Cruncham Hall Elementary School named Miss Trunchbull. Harry sells her car in exchange for her to bring Matilda to the school. Miss Trunchbull harshly punishes students because I guess the children are not behaving right, but we'll get to that. Matilda has a teacher named Miss Honey. She knows that Matilda is smart by answering multiplication questions. She requested Matilda to move to a higher class, but Trunchbull refuses and the Wormwoods ignore her. After days, Miss Honey invites Matilda to her house for tea and tells her a secret when she was little. It had something to do with her father and Miss Trunchbull. After both sneaking into Trunchbull's house and leaving, Matilda trains her telekinetic powers, goes into the house, and then at school, she magically writes a message with her powers to make Trunchbull out of the school. Now, hear me out. I didn't watch this movie when I was little. In fact, I was 1 when it came out, and my brother didn't get it. The first time I saw Matilda was a VHS preview on the Stuart Little VHS, which it looked nice to watch since kids' films are usually enjoyable. I finally watched it on TV in 2012, and yeah, it was pretty good, but maybe a little too over the top dark. Before I get to it, let's talk about the characters. Martin Wilson portrays Matilda, a smart, independent, kind girl. She has telekinetic powers, which having it can be fun and entertaining. So yeah, I like Matilda. She is charming. Miss Honey is a nice, sweet teacher that likes to get along with Matilda. So yeah, nothing wrong with her. Matilda's parents are alright. I can understand why both of them are grumpy parents and regularly mistreated Matilda. I like their performances, played by Danny DeVito and Rhea Perlman, which were married in real life together. So I'll give them that. Pam Ferris playing as Miss Trunchbull is over the top, which I have to admit, it looks like she's having fun of playing the part. Which, yeah, Miss Trunchbull seems too cruel. It would have been nice if she was a typical principal, just like real life ones, but then I realized Roald Dahl must have had crazy people in his books, so I can see why. In the movie, since it's not really a major spoiler, she murdered someone in the past. Even though they don't show it, it's like, man, that's kind of messed up. But there's more scenes like that. She forces a student named Bruce to eat an enormous chocolate cake. She puts kids in closet doors that has spiky nails. She tosses a pigtail girl by swinging around into the air. And she lifts a boy and tosses him out of the window. Everyone will be like, what the f*** did I just watch? Now, I can see that kids can pull all the way through with this movie. I mean, come on, they can pull through Disney films, but Matilda? It would have been blown out of proportion just to see those scenes. However, in later scenes, the pigtail girl is fine. She landed on flower beds, and the boy was flying in the air because Matilda used her powers. I didn't find the movie that pointlessly dark it was, or out of nowhere ridiculous it could become. And hear me out, I actually like dark humor in media, but this movie likes to be dark and mean just for the sake of being dark and mean. Maybe kids media have gotten safe and friendly, and children can actually toughen up, similar to 80s kids movies, but we're focusing on 90s kids movies. In the ending where the parents take Matilda so they can flee to Guam, but Matilda would rather be adopted by Miss Honey and the two lived happily together. Okay, the ending was nice. So, does that mean I like this movie? Yeah, if I saw this as a kid, I would have been scared. But again, my parents would not let me watch it for the darkness. But hey, as a grown adult, I did have a good time watching it. In fact, I might watch it again in the future. It's still imaginative, it's got its charm, and especially got a lot of dark vibes. I know the movie wasn't my childhood, but it dominated the 90s for kids. However, the movie didn't reach a lot at the box office when it came out in 96, but it gained a cult following over the years. I'm thinking about reading the Matilda book a try and compare the differences between the book and the movie. There's even a musical on Matilda. Still, after 25 years, Matilda has been one of the popular 90s kids movies. Happy anniversary. So yeah, I hope you enjoyed this video, and there are more 90s kids movies to go in the future. I'll see you guys soon for another anniversary video. Yeah, it never ends. Bye!